Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create custom keyboard shortcuts right here in Photoshop. Alright, so let's get right into the video. Alright, so in Photoshop, as you probably know, we have shortcuts in Photoshop, right? And these shortcuts basically make your life easier, they make your workflow faster, right? So for example, you have Ctrl S, which is a shortcut for saving. You have Ctrl U, which is a shortcut for the hue adjustment, saturation layer, and so on and so forth. We have a bunch of shortcuts, right? But the problem is that in Photoshop there are some things that we do every day that don't have shortcuts, right? So how do we fix this? The way to fix it is by creating your own custom shortcuts, right? So that is, if you have something that you keep on repeating and you'd like to make it faster, so you can actually create a shortcut by yourself, for that particular action, right? For example, we have this image right here, right? And it is a raster image, right? So what if I wanted it to be a smart object? All I have to do is press Ctrl full stop and it has turned into a smart object, right? But if you press Ctrl full stop on your own Photoshop software, you notice that nothing will happen. Why? Because I have created a custom shortcut for turning an image into a smart object, right? Instead of right clicking it and going to look for convert to smart object, or instead of going to layer and then going to I think smart objects will be somewhere here. I can't even find it. Can you imagine? Look at how long it's actually even taking. Look at it, smart objects, convert to smart object. Look at how long it took me to find it, right? So that's the entire point. Instead of going through all that hassle, all I have to do is select the layer, click on Ctrl full stop, and a smart object has been created. So let me quickly show you guys how to create your own custom shortcut. So all you have to do is go to go to edit, and go to the close to the button. You'll see keyboard shortcut, so click on that. Now this dialog box is going to pop up, right? And you're going to see different options. You're going to see file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, view, plugins, window, help, right? So everything here is basically what you have on your main bar at the top here. You have file, edit, image, and so on and so forth, right? So that is the same thing that's represented here. So what that means is that if you want a shortcut for something that is in file, for example, in file you can find something like save, you can find save as, you can find export, and so on and so forth. So if you're looking to create a custom shortcut for stuff like that, then you go to file, right, and then you start looking for it, right? If you're looking to create a custom shortcut for something that you would find under select, you go to select, right? So now for instance, let's say you want to create a shortcut for smart object. Where do we find smart object? We find smart object under layer, right? Because it's a layer of it's a layer function. So we go to layer. Under layer you start scrolling until you find smart objects, right? We keep on scrolling. Every single thing you're seeing here, you can create a shortcut for it, right? Now look at smart objects. Under smart object we have convert to smart object, right? Now when I click on it, you're going to look at this. See what I see here, Ctrl full stop, right? That is showing you that I have already created a shortcut for it. Prior to coming here, there was nothing here. Like if you click on this one, new smart object via copy, you see that there's nothing in the box, meaning that a shortcut has not been created for that particular setting, right? So we can go ahead and create our own. Now to create your own shortcut, all you have to do is click on whatever you want as the shortcut. Now what did I do? I clicked on G and look at what they told me. They said G is an invalid shortcut. Many commands must include Control and or an F key in their shortcut. So what that means is, what they're trying to tell you is that your shortcut must have control in it, right? So now let's try Ctrl G. They are still showing me another error. Why? It says Ctrl G is already in use and will be removed from group layers if accepted. So what does this mean? It means that Ctrl G is already a shortcut for another function. And those of you that are familiar with Photoshop function, you know that Ctrl G is for grouping layers, right? Ctrl G is for group layers. So if we now use Ctrl G for this, it's going to override that one. So Ctrl G will no longer be for grouping layers, and I don't want that. Alright, so what do we do in such cases? What we do is you have to find a shortcut that has not been used for any other thing. Right, for example, look at my convert to smart object. I use Ctrl full stop. Ctrl full stop is not a shortcut for any other thing. So one way to get out of this is using Ctrl Shift Alt, right, and then clicking like on a random letter. Right, so most times when you use Ctrl Shift Alt, right, it's going to actually work because a lot of those Ctrl Shift Alt have not been used before. So let's try Ctrl Shift Alt M. Right, Ctrl Shift Alt M is already in use and will be removed from edit menus if accepted. Alright, so they are saying that Ctrl Shift Alt M is already in use, right? But edit menus is not something that I use frequently, right? So we can override it and we won't really feel the difference, right? So that is basically how you create your own shortcuts. So I'd like you to go ahead and create your own shortcut, and I'm going to create a new shortcut here because something that I use a lot is Gaussian blur. I use Gaussian blur a lot, so we can find Gaussian blur under filter blur, Gaussian blur. So I'm going to change it to Ctrl Shift Alt G. Right, Ctrl Shift Alt G. As you can see, there's no error, meaning that Ctrl Shift Alt G is not being used for any other shortcut. So I'm going to use that for my Gaussian blur, and I'll click on accept, and just like that I've created a new shortcut. And I'll create another one for layer mask. I use layer mask a lot, so we'll go to layer and we'll go to we'll just look for layer mask. Where are you? I think we'll have to scroll a lot. Okay, look at layer mask, review all. So do Ctrl Shift Alt L, or let's try Ctrl Shift Alt M for mask. It's already in use, but I'm going to override it. I'll just accept it, and just like that I've created two shortcuts, and I'll click on OK. Now let's try those shortcuts we've created. So we'll select this layer and click Ctrl Shift Alt G for Gaussian blur, and can you look at that? Immediately the Gaussian blur dialog box has popped up and we can create it. And what if we want to create a mask? Ctrl Shift Alt M for mask, and a mask has been created, right? So that is how you create shortcuts in Photoshop, and I hope you learned something new from this video. I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.